This is a yes or no question, hopefully fast because I don't have much time. So each witness one at a time. If you break the law, are you a criminal? Can you guys answer that quickly? We don't have much time.
In certain circumstances, many
The answer
circumstances,
should
yes.
be yes. If you come across our border illegally, breaking our law to come across, are you a criminal? Yes.
If you
or no?
speed, are you a criminal? I mean,
Break the law, that's a crime.
Okay.
So if you
Call
come
them a
across our
criminal.
border illegally, you're a criminal. Just want to see if we can get that straight. All right, Governor Pritzker, are illegal aliens counted in the U.S. Census?
Every person in the United States is counted.
The census decides how many members each state gets in the U.S. House of Representatives. Year after year, tens of thousands of U.S. Citizens are fleeing the state of Illinois. It ranks only behind Governor Hochul's New York and Governor Newsom's California. You all are protecting and harboring illegal aliens for political purposes. Governor Pritzker, would you support prohibiting illegal aliens from being counted in the census, yes or no?
Your numbers are wrong, sir.
Would you, yes or no?
Your numbers are wrong, sir.
Would you
Constitution
support
says how you
prohibiting
count the
illegal
census.
aliens from being counted in the census? Would you? Or
No.
was harboring illegal aliens part of the strategy to get more Democrats in Congress? The bottom line is this: all illegal aliens have committed a crime and should be deported. Any additional act of violence committed by an illegal alien is entirely preventable. All sanctuary jurisdictions are unlawful. Each of you are breaking the law. And my message to you, or the message from the people, is you need to get it straight. Governor Walz, just over 3 weeks ago, you compared ICE agents to Donald Trump's modern-day Gestapo. Governor, do you regret those comments?
I regret that law enforcement is not following best practices, showing who they are, not taking people off the street, not giving due process.
We
It
would
puts
not
all
have
of
a
us at
country
risk.
without our men and women in law enforcement. Yes
That's
or no?
correct,
Did you
and
know
those who
ICE
show their
officers
faces.
are faced? Did you know ICE officers are facing 413% increase in assaults?
Don't wear the masks, identify yourself, and work with local law enforcement.
You guys are doxing them. All right, your attacks on ICE officers are putting our law enforcement in deadly situations. It led to destructive riots breaking out in Los Angeles last weekend. President Trump had no choice but to step up and stop Los Angeles from burning buildings to the ground. Did you see videos of rioters throwing rocks through the windows of police officers' vehicles while they were driving on the highway? Did you guys see that? We wouldn't have a country without our men and women in law enforcement. In 2023, you signed legislation to expand eligibility to illegal aliens for taxpayer-funded health care, Minnesota driver's license, and free college tuition. America Last policies. Let's take a look at some of the illegal aliens you so boldly want to support with taxpayer funds. I'll probably say his name wrong, but Abrahashad Alimi, illegal alien from Somalia, criminal history includes convictions of murder, DUI, and disorderly conduct. Eric Martinez Mondragon, illegal alien from Mexico and known member of 18th Street Gang. He served time in robbery and possession of a firearm. And Marco Granda, illegal alien from Ecuador, he was convicted for criminal sexual conduct of a child. The taxpayer-funded incentives you are providing in Minnesota bring in vicious thugs who are robbing, raping, and killing your citizens. And American people are tired of these America Last Marxist policies.
Thank you to the witnesses for coming here today. I apologize for the treatment that the four of you have been subjected to. And Governor Walz, I just have to say, I know you're getting a lot of grief from the majority here, but you know, we are talking about individuals who have cheered on an individual who issued a Nazi salute from behind the presidential seal of the United States of America, who have cheered on the pardoning of individuals who attacked the United States Capitol and flew a Nazi flag and the flag of the Confederacy, traitors to the United States, sworn enemies of the United States of America, through the capital of this nation. And now they want to act offended because someone has the courage to say, if it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, maybe it's a duck. So I want to thank you for not wavering to their bullying, which is unconscionable and sad to see. So I just wanted to let you know that, Governor. Thank you.
Thank you, Congresswoman.
To the three of you, Governor Walz, Governor Pritzker, and Governor Hochul, you three have each sworn an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, correct? I'll start with you.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I have.
And I imagine that also includes the Fourth and Fifth Amendment protections for due process and the rule of law.
It does.
Sure does.
Yes.
And that means protecting your people in your states, U.S. citizens and every individual, because that is what makes America great, that we are a land of the free and of rule of law, to protect them from infringements of their civil liberties, correct? Now, what we are seeing is a pattern where ICE is breaking the law. We have the detention of a U.S. citizen who has been detained by immigration officials. We have ICE here that has also blamed and arrested U.S. citizens for being simply suspected of being an immigrant, largely because of their appearance. In January, a Chicago-based U.S.-born citizen, Julio Noriega, was arrested by ICE and held in custody for over 10 hours. In April, a Florida Highway Patrol officer pulled over Juan Carlos Lopez Gomez, a United States-born citizen, and arrested him on suspicion of being in the country illegally. He had his real ID, his Social Security card, his mother presented his birth certificate, and they still didn't let him go. In May, U.S. citizen Leonardo Garcia Venegas was filming an ICE raid. He was arrested by ICE. In May, a veteran and U.S. citizen who is Puerto Rican, was detained during an ICE raid at his workplace in New York City. That's called a paper bag test. And your job, Governor Hochul, is to protect people from that kind of infringement, correct?
Yes.
Because all of us must adhere to the law, and no one is above it. So if a U.S. citizen tries to break the law, or if an ICE officer tries to break the law, your job is to uphold the law, correct?
We absolutely uphold the laws of the United States Constitution and the Constitution of the state of New York.
And sanctuary states are about U.S. citizens as well, having sanctuary against the attacks on our constitutional rights from illegal search and seizure. There is nothing preventing ICE from issuing a warrant and you having complete compliance with their request. Correct, Governor Hochul?
We comply in cases where there's been criminal activity alleged. Yes, we always do. But we're not involved in civil immigration enforcement because our state police that I control have to deal with other crimes that they're solving.
And apologies, I just have 10 seconds left. But when they say illegal versus legal immigration, they are trying to end legal status in the United States as well. Correct, Governor Pritzker, with the end of TPS and making people undocumented by removing legal status, ending legal status, and then having the audacity to call them illegal when they were here documented, correct?
Taking students' visas away from people, taking their legal right to be in the United States away from them when they've been granted maybe years earlier to stay.
So I don't want to hear about how this is about illegal versus legal immigration. They are attacking legal status and removing legal status. The Republican majority is anti-legal immigration in the United States. And I want to make that very clear, and I yield back.
As we know, the majority of undocumented migrants have just simply overstayed their visas. But that narrative isn't pushed. It's the criminals creeping over the border with all the cocaine and all the heroin and the fentanyl on their back. They just running across late night in Arizona. They just got mad fentanyl on their back. They just running. You know what I'm saying? Like we in Django or something. Which is ridiculous because obviously most people come here via airplane. And just, all that aside, the notion that, is this a strategy to get more votes for Democrats, is if everybody just loves Republican policies. First and foremost, the very loud racism, especially that temperature has been turning up, every year, especially since Donald Trump's been in the picture politically. That temperature's been turning up very high, whether it's that or just anti-worker policies in general, anti-union, anti-benefits programs, trying to get rid of Social Security, just axing everything across the administrative state as if, oh yeah, everybody loves that. Everybody loves the idea of healthcare they can't afford and education they can't afford. And that's just ridiculous. But again, like I said, it's every bit as cartoonish and ridiculous as you would think, but it's also just a distraction. But at the end of the day, is Donald Trump's administration causes real issues for people, real economic issues for people. People can't afford nothing. He gets us into this war with Iran. All of that cartoonish distraction just is not going to be enough to keep people out of the streets and to keep people outraged, from being outraged, rather. So Donald Trump is just not in a good position.